Manage to avoid battle until your organization can count on certain victory. You must calculate many advantages.
One of our biggest challenges in understanding strategic positions is finding their strength. Now, usually our expectations lie on first, the size. If an organization is larger, we usually expect it to be a stronger position. Second of all is its resources. The more resources they have access to and they put into a situation, the more we expect from them, as well as success. Organizations that have a history of success, we expect to have continued success, and we think of those as strong positions, when in reality, they aren't. And that's not the definition Sun Tzu had for a strategic position. The confusing part about this is all the time in strategy we find that smaller forces trump larger forces. New and fresher organizations or businesses can trump the ones that are more established, and big organizations that use a lot of resources can find themselves getting into sunk costs. So, there's the question. What defines the strength of a strategic position? A position's power actually comes from the advantages that it holds and the strength that it has. Strength defined by unity and focus. Proper training in the Warrior's Rulebook teaches us how to find and use our advantages, as well as develop our position's strength. What's the difference between a random group of people and a team? Teams are actually created through the bond of unity. However, all teams are made of a bunch of individuals. Individuality can hamper unity, and so there's always an opportunity to divide groups based on their individuality, even without external opposition doing so itself. The challenge in this situation is to find how we can create unity. The first is people's interests. The thing is there's a natural strength to groups. Groups have access to bigger resources and more skills from each individual. So bigger groups can be able to accomplish more when they're unified together. Leaders who can recognize individuality in a group the right way, instead of suppressing team unity, can actually bring out team unity by focusing on the individuals that make the group. The next ingredient for strengthened positions, first was unity, but now is focus. Now the challenge here is that focus can actually suppress unity itself, because when we unify people, we bring people together, bring different views and talents together, but focus excludes views and possibilities. So the real challenge is putting both unity and focus together. Our opportunity lies first in separating the environment from the internals of an organization. Focus works by excluding most of the environment, but none of the group. Focus works by concentrating our efforts in a small time and place. Gary Gagliardi, founder of the Science of Strategy Institute, also showed how focus can also increase unity and increase success as well. While this example was made for aiming when we focus on specific opportunities, it also worked to strengthen his position as well in the software industry back in the early 1980s and 90s. He said, "After having 3 books on computers published by Bantam Books, I joined with 2 other Radio Shack veterans to start a software consulting business. At first, we would do any type of computer work people wanted, but then we focused on database development, and our company grew. After that, we did any type of database work, but then we narrowed our focus to accounting systems, and our company grew. Then we sold accounting systems to both businesses directly and to resellers who installed our software. Then we just focused on selling to resellers alone, and our company grew. At first, we worked with any type of software reseller. Most worked with small companies, but a few worked with large companies. We then focused on resellers who only sold to large corporations, and our company grew. At first, we worked with large companies through resellers, but a few large corporations wanted to work with us directly. We focused on working with these few companies, and our company grew. The whole time, our software company did less and less. Eventually, we did so little that we became one of Inc. magazine's 500 fastest growing companies in America. So, while they were focusing on the opportunity, they're also developing their strategic position by strengthening it on focusing on a certain time and place. The place being the few customers that they were going to over time. First, they started with just anybody in any kind of computer consulting, and then they focused on specific and more specific customers, instead of doing everybody, they were doing only what was most profitable, focusing on that most profitable area of what they were doing. By doing that, they became more and more successful, and they were doing less and less. So from a production standpoint, doing less automatically saves time and effort and other resources. and you can produce more. From a competitive standpoint, it develops our position, but develops its strength as well, making it stronger by being focused at a certain time and place by focusing our resources. This is a lot like a knife. Knives work because they focus all energy into a small place. So like always, like, comment, subscribe, and go to www.scienceandstrategy.org for the specific methods on how to use the opportunities that are presented today. Well, that's all I have for today. So without any more to do, see ya.